Welcome back to the channel, Outriders. Today we are taking a look at another legendary. Now for this showcase, we have the Deathshield. And I feel like at this point in the game, nobody needs an introduction to this one, but it is arguably the best gun in the game for the right build, and that is obviously an anomaly or even a hybrid build, because it gives you a buff to your overall damage by 43%. That means your gun's damage, that means your anomaly power, your skills, your neighbors, everybody's got a lot of extra damage. Okay, actually, it's just you, not your neighbors. I know, there's a lot of sad neighbors right now. But what makes this gun so amazing is that it's very strong on its own. It's very good for Trickster, and I think it is arguably one of the best shotguns in the game, even without the mod. The mod itself really just takes it to 11, and I think people really need to start looking at this in a serious manner, because this is something that a lot of people like, and more and more people are learning about this for anomaly builds, and it's become kind of a necessary option. So the 43% is supposed to scale with armor, but as far as I understand, I'm always hitting 43% stronger, even without any sort of armor increasing mod or buff. So realistically, I just look at this as a true 43% damage increase. Now, obviously on a DPS build, you can go further with like Killing Spree and things like that. So I don't think those are necessarily going to be dethroned. But for what it is, and for many other ways, this is one of the best guns and best mods in the game. So what you're looking for is this gun, but further, you're going to want two of these things. Now, the Deathshield doesn't work side by side because the cooldown is bound to the gun type. So if you can, and what a lot of people do, is put on Shadow Comet on the Deathshield. So you have Fortress and Shadow Comet, and then somebody else will have an additional Funeral Pyre, which also has Shadow Comet at all naturally, and then they put Fortress on that. So that you guys can basically keep quick swapping the weapons, the Deathshield and the Funeral Pyre, back to back to back to back to back, and constantly dropping down those meteors while still retaining the Fortress, so your abilities, skills, and damage is obviously amplified. Now, this is an absolutely amazing setup. I think this is one of the few things that really gives an overall buff to anomaly builds, and honestly, without Fortress, you are really going to be running things about half as fast as you normally would without it, right? Like, so basically, this thing is giving you almost half of the default damage that you have directly to you. So we're talking chopping minutes off your clear times and expeditions. Actual minutes. And that's how influential the Fortress mod is. And this is one of the few guns that it's worth keeping on its own, and you don't necessarily have to take it off and put onto another gun. Can you do that? Absolutely you can. Do you have to do that? No, you really don't. And I think the gun in the archetype, the Narrow, is very confident for a shotgun because, well, to be honest with you, you can hit shots on this gun from a distance. So I don't feel like you need to basically replace it and slap it on a double gun or an amber vault or whatever else. Can you do that? Obviously, yes. But I don't think you need to. So the gun itself is just honestly great on its own. It's one of the few legendaries that I think, hey, this works for all kinds of meta in-game options. And again, if you can get a secondary one, breaking it down to get the Fortress mod to apply to other shotguns or other variants is a very healthy decision as well. And I love them. Honestly, I have a few of them. I try to, but honestly, it's so strong and so dominant. I have to pass it between my characters. I got to store it in the stash, whip it out, and do what I can with it. But the gun itself is amazing. It's on a very good shotgun thing, so it works really good for Trickster. No matter what you're doing, whether or not it's top tree, any build for Trickster, this is a great option. Whether or not you're going anomaly or even a top tree build, that's just how dominant, how good the gun is on its own raw form. And then you have Fortress on top of it, and you're just really going to burst a lot more. And I think it's great built into a shotgun. And this is good for, you know, Devastator, any class really, Technomancer, whatever anomaly build you're going for, any mid or bottom tree, this is probably a right option for you, if not the best option for you. And it's that good. So if you haven't gotten this gun yet, this is the one that you want to look for. Do you want to run for Anomaly Pyro or any sort of anomaly build? This is the best gun that you could possibly have for that build. It is that good. It's that influential. And even if you don't plan on using the gun, the mod is something that you should ram onto whatever other gun that you're looking forward to using for your build. So I think it's just absolutely amazing. I recommend it to everybody. And again, if you have any creative ways to improve this or recommend anything for anybody, please leave a comment down below. Let people know what's going on. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, yeah, you. I know you've seen some videos. You should do it. Go on. No one's watching. Love you guys. Leave a like if you can. Helps the video get out there. And I'll see you with another legendary showcase soon.